Hello and welcome, Snake here. Today I want to talk about how really is AI for lizardmen effed up. And I picked purposely an oxyodal campaign where I just started some kind of a mission. Because I knew if something is not right with lizardmen for some time already. I didn't know it was in fact that big of a problem, but I noticed they really suck. So I started oxyodal campaign and I said, okay, gonna catch them all. I'm gonna try to save all of the lizardmen as much as possible to confederate them and build a lizard empire. So I started with Tehanowin, and I confederated Tehanowin right before he was dead. There it is. There is Tehanowin. This is my Tehanowin army. Don't judge it. I recruited what I had. And then there was only Golden Tower for kroq-gar. And for like 40 turns, he sat here. I'm serious. Eventually, I was like, I need to save him. So I did the defensive pact to build, a little bit help for garrison. But I also built up the Silent Sanctum with Scrying Pool. And of course, polished glyphs of Sotek. Because as you know, in Auto Resolve, armor matters. And let's face it, this is the most defensive thing I could possibly do. And because the patrols were catching up potentials that were trying to kill kroq-gar. Of course, I had to go at war, which literally against all those that kroq-gar was, so my patrols can catch it. And it worked. Eventually, I sold them like one settlement, and it was... I just want to say why I didn't bother to confederate Itza until now. Because I can do it. I can do it all the time. No, that's not a good example. Yeah, I've been getting like 50, 60,000 per settlement. Like, look, 50,000 for kayaks. Of course, I'm not going to sell kayaks, but I was selling him all those settlements here, and AI was taking it back. It was back and forward. AI was taking his settlements. I was giving them back to gor-rok and making crap loads of money in that process. So that was the whole point. But gor-rok did not fucking move from Itza. Ever. I mean, there was... Yeah, I don't think he ever moved. Because most of those settlements I just gave him. I gave him, and as you can see, I have a Silent Sanctum again, ready to just, defend. Lizardmen are really good with the Auto Resolve, but with this, they're fucking good. And yeah, so AI is absolutely brain dead. It's absolutely brain dead. But if you want to play Lizardmen, there are things you can do. You can have a mission to save Private Ryan and just, it's a team for campaign that we rarely have, because all lizardmen are about to die. So what you need to do is absolutely rush to confederate. And confederating, there is a chance you're gonna have to confederate with, hold on. With threating. That's why my reliability is medium, because I did threat somebody. I think it was Tehanowin. He wasn't really cooperating, so I did threat him, and he had only kayaks. No, wait, he didn't have kayaks. He had this settlement. And I was like, there was one army here, and Tahanowin was with like 5 units sitting in a minor settlement. So what I did, I threatened him, and he went for Confederation. So I saved him, and I was so happy because I knew he gonna get wiped, and I wanted to have them all. So, if you wanna have this kind of, adventure with saving all, Oxyotl is absolutely the best. I have the other campaign where I play tic-tac-toe. And literally the only saving grace I was able to do was Oxyotl and kroq-gar. And kroq-gar needs to be rushed eventually. Oxyotl stays longer. You could have a chance. There is a chance you will be able to confederate Itza if you do teleport with the quest. I think teleport with. Wait, what's the name of this fat frog? I keep forgetting. Lord Kroq. Yeah. So there is a quest, Lord Kroq, and it teleports you somewhere into the jungle where you can discover other lizardmen. And that's your like winning cue to confederate Itza. But it's much harder. And yeah. I really hope CA will wake up because this is a mess up. And lately they were winning and they implemented, massive changes. Apparently for Tomb Kings is the same. Tomb Kings are also brain dead, but they're dead. So I expect they don't have brains because it vanished in time. But Lizardmen, come on, man. We love Lizardmen. I mean, we love this game in general. So CA, please fix it. And I made this video because I was preparing this video, but Legend made the whole video about the AI, and I was like, damn, I was too late. But nevertheless, I highly recommend trying to save Lizardmen as a campaign team, because what else you can do? You can also start quite the opposite. You can have nice start. If you play Kairos Fate Weaver, Oxyotl won't bother you. You can go straight for Teclis and don't worry about Oxyotl. That's something, because you won't have to be here. I mean, it's good to go here, but eventually if you go here, you discover Lustria, but the Henowin will be dead, so the point is not discover Lustria and go upwards in the map, Go north. So Oxyotl won't bother you, so you can absolutely focus on Teclis, and then Wurzak and pick them one by one and obliterate all you want. This will be a little bit different than usual, because usually you had to deal with Oxyotl at some point. And now you won't have to, so you can focus on different things. Like, you could use Kairos Fate Weaver and visit these islands. I don't visit them often, at least for like first 60 turns, because I don't have opportunity and time. Usually I'm somewhere and fighting, but these lands here are really valuable to get. So yeah, Lizardmen are fucked, and you can play around. You can play either Lizardmen and have a campaign that's really trying to save dummies. It's like saving Lizardmen now is like parenthood. Because as a parent, I can say, I need to save my kid from himself. And that's what you need to do. The Lizardmen now are toddlers, and you need to save them from themselves. But if you want to have a different kind of campaign, start the faction that starts nearby Lizardmen and beat the shit out of them. If you were bullied by some of them, just start the campaign. I point at the Kairos Fate Weaver because his campaign leads always to dealing with Oxyotl. And now, when you have a brief moment where you really don't have to, you can play the campaign different. And I'm saying different because most of the times, my Kairos Fate Weaver campaign was always the same. If you start in a corner of a map, you're pretty much doomed on the same behavior. Because, yeah, you need to deal with Oxyotl since you share the land with him. And then you need to deal with Teclis. And then you need to deal with whatever the fuck is here. Usually Tic-Tac-Toe is messing around here, but now without Tic-Tac-Toe, as you can see, it's Wurzak. Wurzak is everywhere. So you can have some fun against Greenskins. Plenty of fun, plenty of things to do. Khalida don't have to deal with kroq-gar. And of course Lustria. Jesus, whatever you pick, you're gonna have a brief start. And I did record already early game guideline for Rakaf. And I don't think Rakaf is affected by dumb lizardmen most of the time. Because you deal with things here in these provinces at the start and early stages, then eventually dwarves. But the Hanowin and gor-rok are not his priority, at least not the first one. So you can at least relax that Rakaf campaign for first couple of... until you reach their territory, it plays like it used to. So I'd say use this time as an opportunity to try something different. Just a little bit of something. You have a time to alter it your playstyle and have a vastly different campaign. And of course, don't forget to mention to CA, hey CA, fix this. But I just wanted to, wanted you to look on things a little bit different. So maybe you will have a fun time despite such a massive failure from CA. And yeah, that's it. I hope you liked this video and tell me what idea you have for a campaign when I mention alteration of your playstyle. Because I'm really interested, how do you play your campaigns? So yeah, let's start conversation. In the meantime, if you like what I do, please consider subscribing. You can help me a lot. But in the meantime, have a great day or night. Take care. And bye-bye.